Hello there. Anyone that knows me knows I'm a huge professional wrestling fan and knows I have a lot of contacts in the business, especially things that aren't WWE, because I've kind of burnt some bridges over there. Here's the deal, though. TNA has went up for sale, and they've been contacting Stamford, Connecticut, and Vincent Kennedy McMahon has put a $78 million bid on this company, which he wants to buy and gut out, take some of the talent and fire the rest, like he did with ECW, WCW, and countless promotions in the early 80s. This could be major devastation in the world of professional wrestling. The company is wanting $80 million. I can't disclose my sources at this moment, but they are definitely trustworthy sources. It's a lot of stuff right there that wrestlers don't know, management that's not at the very top, they don't know anything about it yet. It could be happening in early to late December if everything goes through. You might see what you saw with WCW, where it cuts right over, and, well, you wouldn't see it exactly like that, but you might see a lot of the TNA roster show up. Since the television schedules are at different times, of course it's not going to be a broadcast simultaneously, both at once. Excuse me. This is just an update. I have not really kept up with TNA or WWE here lately. I find the show just boring. I end up watching it online and just fast forwarding to find out what happens, really. I'm not even interested in the matches anymore. I'll go back and watch old matches with Sabu and Rob Van Dam and the Sandman, people like that. Or I was checking out some of this Wrestling Society X. I remember when it came on live. It was a great show they could have done a lot with, but time told that that's one of those things MTV did. You know, they canceled the first Tom Green show. That was a instant hit. Jackass is canceled. I mean, I still think they got Nitro Circus on there, but MTV does really, really bad with their television market. I mean, they'll take off the best shows and put the worst ones on there to replace them, things I'd never watch. WSX could have been a major company if they had stuck. I mean, they were cutting edge. They had movie special effects in the wrestling ring. I think that's where it was gonna go. It was gonna go into the hardcore special effects, just a huge sideshow instead of this soap opera crap. I can't even sit through the soap opera crap. But yeah, WWE is posed, whatever the word is, to buy TNA, it looks like. Several reports that Dixie Carter, who is president, but I'm not absolutely sure, she's not the owner of TNA. I don't know. I think it's owned by several individuals that will have to sign off on all of this completely. That's what they're waiting on, is people hold shares of that company, I'm pretty sure. I think Jeff Jarrett might have some shares in it. I don't really know the politics at the top level, but this was a phone call overheard, several phone calls overheard, to Stamford, Connecticut by some of TNA management, and they were discussing how much the company's worth. They were asking $80 million, and the offer came in at $40. Then they asked for $75 million, and the bid right now, from what I understand, is $78 million for the company TNA. It's good. It's highly disturbing. I mean, if Vince McMahon owns this, I mean, there's wrestling's done. It's over with. It's dead completely for television purposes anyway. I mean, he buys a company, guts it, takes a few of the top guys, and throws the rest of them away. But yeah, that's my pro wrestling update. State of the Union of Pro Wrestling, I'm going to call this. That's something I used to do way back before any of these wrestlers even had blogs. I had something called the State of the Union of Pro Wrestling. And that's what this is. And I'll continue to update this momentarily. This is one of the more serious things. Not very much comedy or music involved here. Just some things I've heard that are going on behind the scenes. I mean, TNA was dead as soon as they let Dixie Carter come out there and pick up a microphone. I mean, well, AJ Styles, you're not gonna be in my company no more. I mean, that makes anybody turn the television off like that. So they killed their own company. They messed it up. They had all the potential in the world. A lot of great talent over there. It's over, basically. That's the end of this State of the Union of Pro Wrestling 2013.